Unit 5. Images from Shan Hai Jing. Shan Hai Jing are the language of human software, pattern blueprint, based on which nature creates Homo sapiens. 5.1 What do researchers of Shan Hai Jing, decrypt in order to obtain information about a particular person from this ancient source? As it was found by researcher-sinologist Andrey Davydov, the author of the scientific discovery of the Catalogue of Human Population, any kind of information about any representatives of the biological type Homo sapiens who lived in the past, live today, or will live in the future, is encrypted in archaic images of one of the most ancient monuments, Shan Hai Jing. Shan Hai Jing, Catalogue of Mountains and Seas. The researcher also found that in order to decrypt the information from this source, it is necessary to decode hieroglyphs using special technology. Andrey Davydov created the technology to decrypt images of human programs and manipulation modes from Shan Hai Jing in the early 80s of the XX century. Some of the hieroglyphs in Shan Hai Jing, Book of Mountains and Seas, are so ancient that they are hard to find in modern dictionaries. This ancient source, which, as Andrey Davydov discovered, preserved knowledge of functioning of a human and his psyche for many thousands of years too, contains a huge number of hieroglyphs. For example, there are over 15,000 hieroglyphs just in the first section of the text, titled The Catalogue of the Mountains, which consists of 5 parts out of existing 18. And behind each one of these hieroglyphs, of course excluding conjunctions, prepositions, and parts of speech that do not carry semantic meanings, is some archaic image, or, using the language of psychology, an archetype. However, when discussing archetypes, the following must be noted right away. The word archetype, introduced to psychology by C.G. Jung III, refers to so-called archetypes of the collective unconscious, i.e., collective archetypes, while in the case of archetypes contained in the ancient monument Shan Hai Jing, Catalogue of Mountains and Seas, we are discussing individual archetypes. 4. Archetypes in Jungian analytical psychology, along with instincts, are inborn psychical structures located in the depths of the collective unconscious, whereas archetypes listed in the Catalogue of Mountains and Seas are a peculiar matrix, an imprint 5, recorded inside an individual in his personal, individual unconscious. And these archetypes do not in any way relate to the collective unconscious. In understanding of followers of Jungian direction in psychology, specificity of archetypes as psychical contents is that they carry properties of all humanity as something whole. However, archetypes as images of humans' natural programs and manipulation modes, from the ancient Chinese monument Shan Hai Jing, which is being decrypted by developers of the Catalogue of Human Population, carry properties of only one of 293 subtypes of Homo sapiens, not of all humanity. In conclusion, it should be noted that an archetype in that sense of the word, in which it is present in the culture of this civilization in general, and in psychology in particular, significantly differs in essence from the archetypes by which human software is recorded, and by which, as researcher of Shan Hai Jing, Andrey Davydov found, all information in psyche of Homo sapiens is recorded. All this combined differs very significantly from the existing understanding and interpretations of the word archetype, including from Jungian analytical psychology. Therefore, despite that in both cases the word archetype means pre-image, prototype, when it comes to the language of human software recorded in the ancient monument Shan Hai Jing, we prefer to use the word image rather than archetype in order to avoid misinterpretation. We use the word archetype mainly in scientific articles and in definitions of non-traditional psychoanalysis, a new scientific direction in psychology which is based solely on decryption of Shan Hai Jing, in order to show that we are discussing a preimage, a prototype, as the fundamental principle of existence and functioning of Homo sapiens. Since images in the ancient monument Shan Hai Jing, Catalogue of Mountains and Seas, which turned out to be the source of detailed descriptions of psychophysiological structure and functioning of 293 subtypes of biological type Homo sapiens, are archetypes as a fundamental principle based on which any specific individual exists. These images, archetypes, are being decrypted by the founders of non-traditional psychoanalysis, Andrey Davydov and Olga Skorbatuk, in order to create descriptions of subtype structures of Homo sapiens while compiling the catalogue of human population.